Well, our other breaking news this morning had been the Queen Elizabeth had tested positive for COVID and is experiencing mild cold-like symptoms. Let's go live to Windsor now, and joining us is CNN's Max Foster. Max, good evening where you are. Can you bring us up to speed with what's happened and where we're at now?
Well, on Sunday morning, she was tested and she came out positive. She has been doing more recently. There was a meeting last week with some senior members of the military, for example. She's been quite busy. And it turns out that, according to a source, there's several cases of COVID within the castle. So there's been some sort of outbreak there. She has mild cold-like symptoms, we're told. And she is still at her desk carrying out light duties. They're emphasising that, really showing that she's still well enough to work, trying to reassure people of that. So this afternoon, she sent a note out, for example, to the British Olympic team, congratulating them, really showing that she's still at work, really. But she is being medically assessed. She is following all the regulations in the UK, which would mean she'd have to be self-isolating. She's nearly 96 years old, and that meeting the other day on Wednesday, she couldn't move. She, I was told, felt stiff as opposed to injured, but being on her own, nearly 96-year-old, unable to move. It's not a very comfortable situation to be in, and she does have some symptoms, so they're going to be watching it pretty closely, I think, Peter.
Yeah, no, for sure, yeah, and you make that point, they're almost 96. There must be a bit more concern than usual, wouldn't there be, Max, in your dealings with Buckingham Palace at the moment? Are you picking up on that? And also, if she can't attend some of her duties, who steps up?
Well, you know, what they're emphasising the fact that she's still carrying out light duties, and you know she does have those core constitutional duties. You know, appointing ambassadors, you know, potentially appointing prime ministers, signing off, you know, big parliamentary, you know, bills, also Commonwealth work as well. So she's still able to do that. They are emphasising that. There are various levels we could go to if she got more ill, if she was incapacitated, or if she had to have some sort of medical treatment, then others would have to step in. But that would, you know, be Prince Charles and Prince William. Interestingly, Prince Andrew and Prince Harry are actually what they call councillors of state as well, who could get called in because of the way the system works. It's pretty unimaginable that they'd be called in, but they do have William and Charles who would step in if she needed any of that help. But interestingly, from an Australian point of view, they wouldn't be able to fulfil any of the Commonwealth duties. So that would be a problem if things escalated.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And you mentioned they're signing off on prime ministers. We may well have a new one in a few months' time for her to sign off on. So we hope she gets better soon, though, no doubt about that. Max Foster, always good to have you with us. Thanks for your time. We'll talk to you soon.